Did somebody ask for a bit of nostalgia? Now, technically, there's probably not a lot of nostalgia just around the general concept of the mod. It's Novum Vexilium, which is a rework of Millennium Dawn, the original one. And you see when Millennium Dawn mixed in with that other mod, what's it called? Modern Day? The Modern Day mod? I think it was literally just called the Modern Day mod. A lot of people, they weren't that into that concept. But Novum Vexilium aims to have the original Millennium Dawn experience without all the things that lag your game down to 2 FPS. Now, I do feel like at some point I am going to have to go ahead and give the actual Modern Day mod another look at some point. But every time I do it, I don't want to do it. So I actually want to open up this Nostalgia November video asking you guys, do you actually like the Modern Day mod? If you do like it, please let me know why. Or do you prefer Millennium Dawn, either Millennium Dawn Classic or Novum Vexilium, which is the one that gets more consistently updated with the patches, which is what's happening today. So in Novum Vexilium, I have played the UK and the United States of America. Now I want to go east, or technically west if you're playing the United States of America, but also somehow east. So I'm just going to do that and back over to Japan, because yes, we're going to anime. Oh damn, you know you're in for a good time where apparently you've already selected a lot of your own paths, huh? Why is this here? Was this mod supposed to go before the year 2000? Why can I see into the past? Oh, I get it. It's Nostalgia November. So welcome to Japan in the year 2000. There was a big economic bubble. It popped, and now we're forced to use fax machines for the rest of eternity. Oh, shucks, look at that. We do have quite the navy, quite the army, and also an economy that I reckon we can get rolling. So obviously, as a white man, I know a lot about Japan, and I know how we can turn this country around. So we have quite a few extra things of Japan in our decisions tab, but I think the most pressing one straight away is this bank about to declare bankruptcy. I don't think banks should be able to do that. Well, bad news. Our prime minister has exploded, which isn't great, but we do get ourselves a new prime minister. With that, though, we do get ourselves a new focus tree, which comes with, of course, well, that's an anime. The fall of Korean pop culture. You know, obviously we gotta get that. Japan must win the pop culture wars. I think for the quote-unquote fun path here, from the one path guide that was in for Japan, we actually need Kato to win here and not Mori. There we go. Being a weeb is now legal in Korea. Does that mean we win the culture, the pop culture thing? I feel like that means we're winning, right? I do love how I'm more focused on the pop culture thing than the fact, you know, we currently have a government rebellion going on over here. And Kato has won, which is exactly what I think we wanted. Oh, we're actually about to get another focus tree. I'm assuming only a little bit changes here. Yeah, okay, yeah, a lot has changed. You know, what could go horribly wrong if I let the communists into my coalition? Let's find out. So now that I've got my deflation and my debt under control, we're going to work towards actually getting our economy pretty much on track for the rest of the game now. We won't have to deal with the old debt mechanic. Rumors of a coup d'etat by the military? Preposterous. Would never happen in Japan. Oh, never mind. Guess we should have been paying a bit more attention. So once again, we have ourselves a brand new focus tree, specifically over here, where we're, let's just say, on a bit more of an aggressive path. The question is, though, after we've gone ahead and secured our country here in terms of policy and politics, where do we go next? There's a lot more securing we need to do. I've already stolen this island off Korea. Yeah, I do mean still. We have this like decision tab where we can fight over all of the disputed islands. Currently, I've got one over here for the Senkaku Islands with China, which I'm working on as well, but they have a much stronger claim currently. But who exactly do we want to expand our realm into? Because we can't justify now. But, you know, a lot of, we'll come with a lot of issues justifying our people around here. We also need to figure out Article 9, which is going to be what actually lets us do a bit of justifying as well, because currently, if I was to just go justify on something, it would be quite expensive and long to do so. We've done enough of our focus tree now that we've been able to hit the decision that allows us to reform and actually have a well, you can tell by the lines, an army. I'm just going to say it's going to be more of a test of the armed forces. No real gain for us actually taking over, you know, what's down here. But we're going to do it. and we're gonna see if we've still got that dog in us. Oh, fellas, we've been gone for a while, but we're back. It's gonna be very, very awkward now if I fail to actually take these guys out. Do they have an army? I don't think they do, right? We have landed unopposed. Oh yeah, we're good. Perfect. Look at that. And we'll put in our new puppet government under Lulani Alani. And we do have our faction up and running. What's really annoying is for some reason South Korea did go with China. I don't know why. But why? I mean, I guess I could invade North Korea, but the problem with North Korea is they do actually have a absolutely ginormous army, which I don't think I can take. I'm going to attempt to get a few people in my alliance here. We can get, I think, Mongolia, Thailand, the Philippines, two, but it would have been really good if we could get like Taiwan or something. That'd be pretty damn helpful for us, but I think they need to do something specific in their focus tree to actually get us to be able to even invite them. And sadly goes the same thing for Korea, who are in a faction already, which... Perfect. Oh, I didn't realize Thailand's actually made their own faction. They've got ASEAN, which... Actually, what's that looking like, technically? I think we might be able to actually go get Thailand. So far, though, we just got Mongolia and the Philippines, which is actually, you know, pretty handy in itself. I don't reckon they're gonna get, they're gonna be too damn useful, but it's nice to have some friends. We are working our way down to our next country here as we go ahead and invade Papua New Guinea. Now, this isn't just a random invasion. There is a strategy I'm working towards here. Well, no real resistance here, and I'm assuming, hopefully, probably only a couple of our Japanese soldiers have been eaten. And we've grabbed ourselves another puppet. I love how it's called the independent state of Papua New Guinea too, yeah. You're technically independent, I guess. Now, I want to take Australia, but the issue with taking Australia, they got guarantees. If they've got guarantees, that means I'd have to end up fighting the US, which I don't think I could take the Bushinator right now. But technically, I could skirt around that if I go ahead and declare on someone that Australia is guaranteeing, like Fiji. Now, let's just hope this goes exactly how I want it to. There could be an option that Australia doesn't actually accept the call there, which they didn't. Well, I guess I just get some land for free. I have also actually gone ahead and built some actual marines since we are doing a lot of naval invasion. Apparently they did the same thing. Well, I guarantee Australia probably won't act on their guarantees on any more of these, so I might as well just go for the other plan, which is going to be Thailand, which again is going to be a lot easier now that I have the Filipinos on our side. At some point, though, I get the feeling we're probably going to come into conflict with somebody a lot bigger than Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and Thailand. Well, you know, hopefully everyone's more focused on that in the world, and I get myself a bit of a freebie going into Thailand. Now, I'm not completely confident in our invasion of Thailand. They do have potentially a pretty huge army, at least on par with what I have. So this could technically go horrendous, but there's only one way to find out. Well, you know, the plus side here is it's not the worst thing to happen to Japan militarily. So the question is, how do we actually get in then if we need to get ourselves a landing? Because they were straight on me with tanks, and don't have any of those, especially if it comes to landing. One of the things I'm thinking is maybe we land like over here, try and secure all of this, and then build a port there and get our supply in that way. It's gonna require a bit of planning though. Oh, this just blew up into something completely different. Thailand just dissolved their faction in the middle of fighting, and now they're in the Bay of the Bengal Shield. Okay, not great. That did get me a new ally down here though. But yeah, not great. None of this is great. Guess I'll help you guys out very quickly with your little revolt there. But India being in this is oh, they're actually not in it. Hold on, wait, they're out! Hey, they didn't call everybody in. They only called in a couple people. Why? What was the point? I mean, sure, I'm not complaining. I guess we do get a little bit more land here if we do pull this off, but again, going to require a bit more planning. Oh, this might be a little risky, but we are getting in. Question is, can we break out enough that we can get a defense going and then wait long enough to get a port built? Yeah, didn't go well. But don't worry, reformed the entirety of the army now, and I think on top of a special surprise I have for Thailand, we should be good. Don't worry though, I don't think the international community is going to mind too much considering World War III started. Now, I'm hoping this will do the trick here on out. Oh, and my new troops are looking a lot better too. Now we just need to hold until that port is built. But don't worry, I think they've brought the majority of their army down here now. So I'm getting my second naval invasion for the capital. Well, your sacrifice will be duly noted, boys, but we have landed. And I may look like my army is completely destroyed right now. It is in a way, but the thing that's actually best about it is I'm just using militia. And the only thing I've ran out of is support equipment and a little bit of motorized. So technically, everything else is still in there. Hence why they're green. But, you know, I ain't complaining. If it works, it works. We're finally moving. Okay, considering how much of a pain this was, I'm going to take Thailand. I'm going to own them. Still run the risk of Myanmar actually calling in India here. They still are in the faction. It was just Thailand that wasn't. And, I'm a little bit worried, but less worried now that I have I'm actually on the continent. Since it looks like Russia's not coming back here, I did also get myself a justification for the Kuril Islands on them, but I can't declare it now because they technically don't even own them. Can I get a justification real quick though? Just, in case I can actually get that back, because I'm assuming I have a claim on it, which means maybe the AI will actually be nice to me and give it to me back, but I'm not even sure. I've got 25 days to get the certification. Will Russia still be here? Let's find out. Didn't I have Mongolia in my faction? I guess they left at some point. What the hell, Mongolia? There they go. Will they be kind enough to give me my islands? I mean, I have no points to even try to get them, but maybe they'll feel bad for me. Yep, they in fact did not give me my islands. Even worse, they've just put a random Russian government in charge of it. To Russia. Oh, just naval invaded behind their army because I couldn't really push any further here. And that should be us pieced out other than Nepal, which I can't get to, which means I'm going to have to end up fighting India regardless, who they do still have the faction and they are still in it. So it was meant to happen, really. Oh, yeah. Also, those two Russian governments just kissed and became one Russian government. What's their army looking like, actually? I got a bit of a devious idea. Since that was kind of an annoying thing, I don't really want to just go for India right now. I want to go do something a bit more interesting. I have decided, I just opened the console just to piece out what we took there. I didn't take Nepal, I just took what we had, gone in for without the weird faction glitching out. And now we're going to go get our islands back. Actually, I didn't even realize there are quite a few Russian governments just hanging about. My queen! What is happening? Why have they just... Oh my god, I did not look deep enough into the Russian situation. I know what you're thinking. That doesn't look like you're re-invading the Kuril Islands. Yeah? And what? I dropped a nuke on Myanmar. I'll drop one on you too. Love how I can't even take my decision, to get a buff against the Russians, because technically these aren't the Russians. These might be the Russians, or these might be the Russians, or these could be the Russians. Russians? Maybe a few Russians. So if you're wondering why we face no resistance right now, if you've never played the original Millennium Dawn, essentially if you've ever looked at any of the templates or the starting templates with the AI builds, there's a lot of different equipment that they need for them. And the AI is only ever going to deploy a unit when it has all of that equipment. So considering this, nation technically only just spawned, it has no units. And it's got a lot to do before it's going to be able to get any. Yeah, I love how this guy's job, Korean hate scholar. You know what? Sure, I'm going to get you because you're pretty good. That's one hell of a role to be dedicated to. Although they got one unit. It was, look, what appears to be a tent. A tent that is, it doesn't actually have a weapon. They've censored it there with that, yeah, big white square. Well, something's cooking in Wuhan. I think the Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front may have just started something. Oh, nice to see you. So North Korea somehow just beat South Korea and now is fighting China. And they've got quite the alliance behind them, if you can't tell. Was never really ever expecting North Korean to be in NATO. They are! I would love to get involved here, but I'm still trudging my way through Russia currently, and it's going to be a long time before I reach Moscow. Oh, it sure took some time. Unfortunately, in that time, China's gone for a bit of a rebrand. I mean, it does mean we could help ourselves a bit easier than North Korea, though. They left that alliance pretty quickly due to some conflicting political ideologies. Now we have ourselves a much larger, much more in charge of Japan, and a little a little familiar face over here in Russia. Oh, I can also finally invite Taiwan into the faction, which is great. Love that very unique flag, by the way. Love an island nation that loves to just stick the shape of their country on their flag. Not shaming anyone, not naming any names. You know, I don't really think about this too much, but what's the nuclear situation in Korea right now? Is that something I should be worried about? Well, only one real way to find out if they do or not. Let's see if things start ticking on that Geiger counter. And also if you end up joining NATO again. Doesn't look like you're going to. Oh, that went pretty quick. Thrown it back to the old school right here. Got ourselves our new Korean puppet under this guy. And we also got the state of Inner Mongolia under this woman. Who are they? I don't know. Also, wasn't aware of Spanish Pakistan and German Pakistan over here. That's a new one to me. So let's be real, that's probably all we have to show today. I don't really want to do the giant end of the world thing of finding NATO right now. Also, I just don't think it'd be that hard. The AI still is very easy in this because obviously they just don't know how to make units. I'm literally just destroying the world currently with militia. There's nothing special about my militia. This is that. But they do the job very easily. And it was fun to have a little mess around and make our Japanese empire round too. And yeah, I was kind of expecting it to be down here, but it ended up just being all of Russia. But it was fun. You know, it does fill me with nostalgia when I come back and play Millennium Dawn or Novum Vexilium, as we are currently playing, which is just Millennium Dawn 2, or a Millennium Dawn continuation. I had fun though, but question is, should I actually go check out the modern day mod? I mean, I know it's very clunky, a bit laggy, and some of the features are a little ambitious, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. But until next time, bye.